Look at all these dishes. Maybe it's about time we got a freaking dishwasher. Oh yes. Okay, so what we got's pretty simple. It's a double door dishwasher, and these hoses here will go to this double adapter to a piece that's taped off here. So that's easy enough. There's a power point under here already. Not my doing, but well, should work. And then we've got our pipes to income to it. So it's already set up for it. We just got to basically slap it all together. One word of caution that I was given, so apparently this front drawer is a little busted somehow. But if this is full, the whole thing can sort of tip. So I'm supposed to take this drawer out, use some of these screws to hold it to the wood, and that'll work. Whoa. So, shit, I hope it fits. Okay, yeah, it is too physically big. Passed all my pipes and cords around the bottom, so that's all cool, but it's just too big. But there's two things I can try. Number one, I can take this door off. Like that. And the second thing I can do is take these feet, they're adjustable, and lower them a bunch. I'm going to actually need to lower them the entire, so the width of this piece of wood, because at the moment it is fitting under here, under the metal lip, but just. I'm also going to take off this little piece of wood here. It looks like it was used for a piece of shelving or something, but what's going to happen if I lower this is these pipes and stuff can get crushed between that and the edge of the dishwasher, so I'll take that off. Hopefully it's a little less impactful. Look at this awesome cabinetry. They've got one piece of wood just chilling. I guess in case this piece of bench comes down, it's supposed to prop it up against that far side, or there was a nail through it to hold this board in place. What a piece of shit! And like, look at the attempts to drill through that piece. Like, what the hell's going on under here? Bloody cowboys! Just had to rip out these two boards too, the sides of this cupboard, because they were hanging further out. Just hanging there, one nail each. Pathetic. Hi Emma.
Hi.
How you going?
Yeah, good.
So she's mopped the floors, she's wiped it all down, she's sanded and put plaster in all the borer holes around the windows, so hopefully that holds. And we've got 2 coats of primer. What have we been up to today?
So, literally only around where the masking tape is, there's 2 coats of primer. And the rest of it's only 1 coat.
Alright.
Yeah.
And you've done all the corners, basically cut everything in. I suppose you're just finishing up that now, are you?
What?
Cutting in, or are you getting ready to roll?
I am rolling.
Woo! Oh, the ceiling. Nice. All my wet footprints from the dishwasher.
I don't like this.
What don't you like?
The rubber. I mean, I like it, but...
Do you want the goggles?
No. It's the first time I got it in my eyes, but I don't know, it's just... I feel short. Like, I know that's the point of this, but this hurts.
So plugged everything in, hooked everything up, turned the water on, drains on, and the power point under the sink just doesn't work, straight up. So on the one hand, the dishwasher did turn on, and we'll just give it a go. Sounds like it's doing something, but yeah, this is not a good solution. So I'm going to have to figure out to get some power in behind this bench. And while I'm at it, I might as well get like another one somewhere, because that one with a multi-box that I ended up doing for the fridge, it's not enough. It's just, yeah, it'd be really good to have another one somewhere around here, wherever I can legally do it. Maybe under the, maybe in the bench. Probably the way to go. Because we didn't get an oven with PowerPoints on it, because I was like, yeah, no, we'll figure it out. So, but at least it's going to be a shit ton easier to do some dishes now, because that sounds like it's working. And I'll just keep an eye as well on that, because it's just on. I should probably tape that up, secure it in some fashion, and hope that enough water's getting through there too. Because this little valve didn't move very much, like at all, but I really don't want to. Oh, that's a bit better. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving that because it should be like straight in line, not half off. So yeah, gonna need to get a hose clamp for that drain too. And Emma here has used nearly 4 litres of paint for a ceiling, trim, and one wall. So definitely needed a bit more of this, so we'll have to go and get some tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah. So I guess we just keep that roller wet while we have some tea. And what a beautiful sunset. The contrast on the camera is going to be real shit, but the sea looks like almost white, like a baby blue. Not bad, not bad. Righto. So we've got new latches for this side and for the other side. The other side already on. Yep. Thanks. Not just me. We'll have to grab the planer out of the car and just buzz the outside edge of this, because that is, as Emma said, really tight just in one corner. See down that bottom corner, it's really tight. So just give that a real quick buzz up soon. So this is the room. Emma has done all of the priming and finished all of that, and painted all of the architraves, the scotia, the skirting. She's done a hell of a lot of work today, so big props to you.
Yes. And none to you for falling asleep.
Yep. Righto, it's Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wednesday today. And come home, and this is what Emma has done. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
What's up?
So basically today I have put 2 coats on the ceiling and another coat on the scotia, and masked up the skirting board and all the architraves, and just about to do the scotia to be able to put the first coat on the wall.
So we've got a primer. This one down here, it's called Prep, and it's also a sealer. And basically that just means that it's going to put 1 coat of paint on the wall that stops moisture going into the paper, I guess. And it's going to set the surface of the wall ready for paint to stick to it and adhere and stay nice. So that's the point of primer, is that it gives something of like a gritty surface almost for the paint to actually stick to without it actually being gritty. And then we've gone with this stuff here. It's called the trim, and that's what we've used on the skirting and on the architrave. This stuff is a little bit shiny, but it's supposed to be hard wearing. It's supposed to be, you can, try and dent it, and it's a little bit resistant to scratches and stuff like that. So that's what we use around the door and down here, which people will be kicking and furniture bumping up against, shit like that. We've got a different type of paint for the ceiling, which is that stuff in this bucket. It's called ceiling, and that's like a self-leveling paint, so it finds its own level just about as you put it on, and will just help to hide any imperfections or shadows in that plastering that you've done.
Of which we have many.
Of which we had a few. So we'll see how good that is, but apparently, it sounds like some pretty amazing technology's gone into the production of that, of paint, so that's cool. And then the fourth and final type of paint that we've got is some some coloured stuff. What was it? Half Dutch white is what we went for in the end.
Yeah, it's just
Yep.
there in front of the
Right. We've only gone with 4 litre cans, and then for the prep, turns out that wasn't enough. Like, we still had basically 3 walls to go after using the prep on everything. We did get pre-primed skirting and architrave, but once we'd sanded that down, a whole bunch of it got exposed, so we had to re-prime it anyway. So yeah, it's alright. So we've got another 10 litre bucket of the primer. We're definitely going to have to get probably maybe another 4 if we only want this bedroom to be this colour. Yeah, and just another 4 litre bucket of that colour, because I don't believe it's going to do all 4 walls twice. Not likely. So that's okay. Emma reckons that I'm saying what you think here, I really shouldn't be. But we had a conversation just before, and she reckons that she'll be able to get a little bit of the walls painted tonight. Hopefully she'll do this wall, and 2 coats on that wall would be fantastic. And if she does 2 on this as well, then tomorrow I'll be comfortable to put the electrics in and the lights. But it will mean that these 2 walls won't have even their first coat on it, so she'll have to do that again tomorrow as well. So I don't know, it's up to you, Emma, whether you do 1 coat on all 4 walls, because we're assuming we're only going to get 4 coats total, or 4 walls effectively with that.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'll do the pre-coat on all the walls.
Yep.
Because I don't really want to come back in here in another 2 hours' time when I've been in here all day.
Yep.
Just want to get the first coat done and leave it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go cook some tea, but I might pop back in and shoot a little shot of you actually doing the job. Sound good?
Or you could not. That's also an option.
It is an option, but that's not going to happen. It's just a light off-white, isn't it?
Yeah. It's actually darker than what I thought, which is alright.
The half Dutch is what we've been calling it, but it's not actually. That's like the Resine name for it. So the guy colour matched it as close as he could, and it's pretty close. So you're just cutting everything in at the moment, and going a little bit up the corners, or up the whole corners.
I'm going up the whole corners.
Right. This is back at this one. You didn't quite.
Yeah, no, I'm getting there.
Right. Oh, you're going around.
I'm
Okay.
painting and straighting first.
Right.
I did things a bit differently over there, so this is the easiest way.
Yeah, cool. You're a pro with the masking tape now.
No, I'm not. Up there. That's really, really hard to miss. Up the top here. You can see
Alright, it's
peeled away a
gone.
little bit, so
Yeah.
maybe the special wasn't as dry as it could have been.
Any tips for anyone on how to clean paint off of glass?
Scrape it. I know.
Alright, I'll get the planer out, and I'm just going to plane up the edge of this window because it doesn't really close that well. It keeps getting caught down there. I'll do that now. Feels like it's going to rain. That's right. You can see where this window's been having some troubles in times past. Alright, let's whip it down. So I buzzed it up. The close is pretty easy, and it's pretty tight down the bottom. As we come up, you can see this gap just gets further and further apart, and I can even see parts of the room behind, so we might just get some of that window tape stuff. On that note, should probably re-putty the glass into these frames while we're at it. And as always, a hell of a good sand and paint is going to do a lot of work for the aesthetic of this thing. Probably even save some of the wood too, but it's alright. Bit by bit, we'll get there.